If you've ever tried to make a patient education video, you know how time-consuming it can be. Actors, shoots, voiceovers, edits, and animation, it all adds up. That's why tools like Synthesia have exploded in popularity. You type or produce your script, choose an avatar, and within minutes, you have a talking head video that's presenter-led, ready to go. But can Synthesia actually deliver effective microlearning videos specifically for patient education? Well, in this video, we're going to walk you through the entire process, step by step, on how to design your own learning objectives, your script, your visuals, and how Synthesia fits into this entire production workflow. We're also going to compare it to our manually animated version of the exact same patient education topic, post-surgical bruising. Let's check it out. Step 1. Identify learning outcomes. Before you open up Synthesia, you have to start with the foundation, the learning outcomes. Ask yourself, what does your learner need to understand or do after this video? How do you want to see their behavior shift? For our example, the goal is simple. Help patients understand that bruising after surgery is completely normal, it varies by people, and it follows gravity. If you skip this step, your video might look polished and professional, but it won't necessarily teach or shift behavior or boost patient compliance. Step 2. Write a clear, simple script. Synthesia works best with tight conversational scripts. Here's a sample from our bruising video.
Bruising will vary quite a bit from person to person. Some people will have minimal to no bruising and others will have a lot, especially if they have been on blood thinners. Bruising may take up to 1 to 2 weeks to develop. Shoulder version. It has a tendency to follow gravity and extend down to the chest, arm, and elbow. It may extend all the way down into the forearm and hand.
Now with this video script, keep the tone natural, like a clinician talking to a patient. You want to be calm, informative, and reassuring. Remember, AI reads exactly what you write, so every word has to feel human and natural. Next, select your AI presenter. Synthesia offers hundreds of avatars, diverse in age, tone, and profession. For patient education, avoid overly corporate or overly animated versions of this avatar. Choose somebody who looks trustworthy, speaks clearly, and matches your organization's brand or audience demographics. You can also upload a custom avatar based on a real clinician, an educator, or somebody that you want to highlight in your organization. The next thing is to pair it with a soft, friendly voice. I want to add a quick note on performance. Synthesia allows you to select the preset emotional styles for the voice, like empathetic, calm, or serious. These are fixed presets, not necessarily custom sliders, so test a few to find out one that strikes the right balance of warmth and authenticity. Step 4. Define visual style and storyboard. Just because Synthesia generates video automatically, this doesn't mean you skip storyboarding. It's one of the most important steps. You want to sketch the entire workflow. For example, Scene 1, presenter introduces post-surgical bruising. Scene 2, visual diagram showing bruising moving downward. Scene 3, comparison on shoulder, hip, knees. Scene 4, reassuring close and call to action. Knowing this helps you decide whether to insert visuals, text, B-rolls, or cut away to images that support the comparison and boost comprehension. Step 5. Build your video in Synthesia. Now open Synthesia, paste your script into the text box, select your avatar and voice, then start layering the visuals necessary and that you decided in your storyboard. Synthesia allows you to insert images, short clips, charts, and branded backgrounds. This is how you make it feel less like a talking head video, more like a microlearning video with engaging videos that engages your audience. You can add text callouts highlighting key ideas like normal bruising, timeline 1 to 2 weeks, adding gestures. You can even trigger movements by adding gestures markers to specific words in your script, like a head nod, a hand raise, and other things like that. Now, remember, these are essentially a pre-built library of animations. You can't manually animate an arm, so choose the markers that feel natural and don't overdo it. Step 6, edit and personalize. Once the base video is generated, watch it critically. Are the avatar's gestures natural? Does the timing feel human? Because you are working with presets, you can't necessarily tweak or perfect a gesture. You're gonna have to choose something that is honestly just good enough sometimes. If you have a hand wave that looks robotic, remove the marker, and let that avatar just speak neutrally or cut away to a scene with just text. You can, however, adjust the pacing by adding pauses to a text timeline to give the viewer time to digest the information. This editing step transforms an AI-generated clip into a genuine educational experience. Now, let's compare this to a manual motion graphics video. This is something that we created with our designers using Adobe Illustrator and After Effects.
Bruising. Bruising will vary quite a bit from person to person. Some people will have minimal to no bruising, and others will have a lot, especially if they've been on blood thinners. Bruising may take up to 1 to 2 weeks to develop. Shoulder version. It has a tendency to follow gravity and extend down to the chest, arm, and elbow. It may even extend all the way down into the forearm and hand.
Compared to our manually animated version, the Synthesia video took about 1/10 of the time to produce. The trade-off? Less visual nuance and emotional expression. Motion graphics gives us the ability to have complete creative control. The illustrator can influence the color, the storytelling, the level of detail. Synthesia gave us consistency, speed, and definitely scale if it's necessary. For high volume, multilingual patient education content, the trade-offs are going to be worth it. So we want to make sure we're reviewing these for accuracy and sensitivity. In patient education, accuracy and empathy are everything. So before publishing, have a subject matter expert or clinician review the script, review the visuals, and lastly, have them review the final video for approval. AI doesn't have to understand cultural tone or medical nuance. Synthesia isn't a replacement for instructional designers. It's an accelerator. It lets you produce professional, multilingual presenter-led videos very quickly, freeing your team to focus on strategy or the details that actually matter. So if you want to learn more about the video production process or ways to scale up patient education content, definitely subscribe, check out our website, and reach out if you ever have any questions on this. We're always doing experiments and testing the newest, greatest AI tools available out there, specifically to make sure that they're effective for patient education and other industries. Thank you.
Curious about building your own microlearning like this? We've got your back. Click the video cards for step-by-step videos. Subscribe for weekly tips, and check the description for a curated list of resources to kickstart your journey.